So this video is sponsored by Cyberpower UK. They build a lot of awesome PCs. If you do want to go check it out, I will leave the link down in the description. So what is going on, guys? Welcome to another Garden Warfare 2 video. Today is another ability comparison, and today we're going to be comparing the ZPG to the Shuck shot. This is the first time comparing abilities from zombie ability to plant ability. Before we do get into today's video though, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and click the little bell icon so you know every time I upload a brand new video. Like I just mentioned, we are going to be comparing the ZPG to the Shuck shot. The Colonel Corn is the plant version of the foot soldier. They've got a similar kind of primary weapon. Their abilities are slightly different, but the Shuck shot and ZPG are almost identical. Today we are going to be comparing these two abilities, and then I'm going to give you my overall opinion of which one of these abilities I think is better. So first off, let's take a look at the ZPG. It's a rocket missile that the foot soldier fires, and he's really good at taking out stagnant plants. So for example, a pea shooter in the pea gatling, a sunflower in the solar flare, and things like that. The recharge time of this ability is 25 seconds, and the maximum amount of damage that it can deal is 250. So it can take out almost every plant. The only plant I don't think it can take out in one shot is Iron Citron, once it does have a health upgrade. One of the characters that you wasn't able to take out in one ZPG at the same time was Armored Chomper with a health upgrade, but since his health has been nerfed, you can now take him out in one shot. Moving over to Colonel Corn's Shuck shot, he fires two corn cobs. So instead of firing one direct projectile, he fires two, one out of each of his arms. And this is where it gets a little bit interesting, because the ability time is exactly the same at 25 seconds to recharge. The damage, however, I only found out to be a maximum of 200. So I think each one of the corn cobs will deal 100 damage. If you happen to have both of them hit your target, that's going to deal 200 damage. If one of them misses, you're actually only going to deal 100 damage. And that's where it gets very interesting about these abilities. The fact that the Shuck shot splits means that if you see any zombies at distance, it's going to be a lot trickier to be able to hit both of your cobs together on that target. Whereas with the ZPG, if you hit them, you hit them. You're guaranteed to get the 250 damage. Whereas with the Shuck shot, if you're trying to attack a zombie from distance, you're not going to be able to hit them as easy, and one of your projectiles may miss. Now this also can be a positive if there's a zombie very close to you and you want to use your Shuck shot. Because their abilities are going to split, it has a higher kind of hit radius once you first launch your projectile. So I think it is easier to hit your targets at close range, but at distance, and that's what I personally think is the best time to be using the ZPG and the Shuck shot, it's going to be more difficult to use the Shuck shot because his projectiles split. So overall, what is my opinion of these abilities? Well, I straight away think that the ZPG is the far superior ability. It deals more damage, and it's a direct hit. So if you have your target aimed on them and you hit them, you're guaranteed to deal all of the damage. The Shuck shot, however, is more tricky to use, and I seem to be not as successful at getting vanquishes with the Shuck shot. So in my personal preference, I think the ZPG is the better ability. It would have been cool if the Shuck shot was exactly the same as the ZPG, so instead of firing two different corn cob projectiles, it would just fire one. It would be a lot more accurate and maybe would deal more damage, but that is my personal opinion. Let me know in the comments down below yours, and let me know if there are any other abilities that you would like me to compare across plants and zombies. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you do give it a like down below. Thank you very much for watching. My name is ZEROxFUSIONZ, and hopefully I'll catch you guys next time.